Welcome once again to yet another Ghosthack live stream. Shimmy wiggles indeed, shimmy wiggles. We are going to have fun today because I have some Vine samples, some old Vine samples, because I looked through my Vines folder and I have a lot of old samples from yesterday's TikTok. Everything up and running good. Let's see. How are my levels doing? Levels doing good. Levels look good. Levels look good. Let me know if there's anything up with the stream, if I need to turn my mic up louder or FL Studio's too loud or something like that. But it looks like we are all set to go. All right, so I want to make hip hop trap beats using a few Vine samples that I have here. I have It Is Wednesday, My Dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I have this one right here.
Let me hop out the Porsche, I wanna hit that.
Shut the up.
And I really want to utilize this piano. I really think I can sample that really well. And then I have the cheese of truth.
The cheese of truth.
And then this one's kind of hard to hear. It more goes along with the video, but it's that one Vine where the lady got scared by the rat. I can see the video playing in my head when I play that sample.
Is it real?
But I just want to use this. That part right there. LOL. Yep. That is pretty much today's stream. But that's what we're going to do. And I really think you were very efficiently with your DAW. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think what I want to do first off is just work with these samples. Specifically this one right here first. Because I don't want to overload myself with stuff to work with. I want to mainly just take these four. Maybe I'll grab from another one from my folder. I like the rat one. The rat one's good. The rat one's good. But I want to take this one and I want to sample those piano chords.
Let me hop out the Porsche, I wanna hit that.
And just see what I can do with that. So this one goes over here so we can make a copy. Here is the first two chords. And then let me chop the second chord. Because I don't think it's actually going to be... Oh, no, wait. Here it is. I don't think it's actually going to be that hard to sample these. Yeah. It's actually really close to being on beat. I just have to make this into the right little groove here. Dun, 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 dun. Something like that, and then I can loop that to create something kind of groovy. Let's see. Dub out that piano rub. I could. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to layer it. It's going to have layers, but I don't know. I do want to use the sample itself. And I think his vocals right here are actually going to be pretty useful. But I have to make sure to go into here and choose generic? No, transient. And maybe I can have those gaps, just keep those there. And then, what kind of vibe are we looking for? I don't know if this one right here is gonna be a super trappy vibe. It seems like it might be a little more, like a little more classic hip hoppy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab some drums. I do think I will go into the Urban Trap library, Urban Trap 2, and see if I can just get a few drums here. Let me get a kick. This can always be replaced later. They sound a little quiet on this preview, but that's a nice thumpy kick. That layers with the piano well, and now let's get a little snare here. This one, I do like it. It's kind of a classic. But I don't know if that's fitting what the vibe of this track is right now. Maybe we can, that one kind of works. Let me see if there's a different one. What's poppin'? How do you make trap snares? They're a little tricky, but I guess it depends on the kind of snare you want to make. A lot of times it's kind of an 808 an 808 snare merged with like clap samples or just different forms of Foley or noise. I think I made a Serum preset, which is a decently good 808 snare sample, which took 2 oscillators to make the fundamental, and then there was an oscillator to just deal with like the noise. Snare 808. Is this it? This one? No, this one isn't it. There was a better one I had, but it kind of showed it. Was it in this one? Yeah, I think it was Essentials for Serum Volume 2. I made that 808 snare. You have the 2 oscillators doing their thing. If I turn off the noise, 2 oscillators are doing that, and then you have that noise. So it's sometimes those 808 snares mixed with like claps and other forms of Foley and just other noises to create hip-hop snares. But maybe I can layer this with it as well, so it has a little bit of a trappy vibe still. Let's maybe lower that in pitch. Yeah, that's cool. I'll stick with that. And then we'll do a double hit. And now let's shorten this up. Let's route the kick into 1, and then the snares will all go into 2. So the kick goes into 1, these snares will go right into 2. So we can just make sure that they're the same level. See, the snares are clipping a little bit, so I'm actually going to throw a wave shaper on them to clip them digitally instead of like clipping through the board. I'm also going to add a little bit of distortion on this kick. That's a lot of distortion on the kick. So let's turn it down. Tutorial on trap snares, that'd be great. Trap snares can be a little tricky. It really depends. It would make a fun tutorial, don't get me wrong, but I'd have to really make sure I have an idea of where I'm going with the tutorial, so I don't just start throwing random bullcrap onto synthesized snares. Make chill trap or lo-fi. Yeah, I'm thinking something that kind of grooves. Maybe it's not like dark trap kind of stuff that I normally like doing. Maybe it's just going to be a little chill. a little more chill. So this will go into 10. Let me route this into 10 right here. And let me lower this input. I just want to make sure that these are generally balanced. Oh, that's kind of cool. We can just go into that trap one right here. Okay, so now we have the little drum loop going on right there, and I want to add some other stuff on top of that, of course. So I should probably turn these into chords, like someone else was saying to dub these chords, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just figure out what these chords are right now. So let me take, I'll just take an FL keys. I'm not going to use this. What? Oh, it's routed into 1. So let me just lay this over, and I'll try to kind of copy the chords. I'm not that great at music theory, so I'm just going to try to copy it by ear and see what I can figure out. This one sounds minor right here, but in the song it sounds major, or in this vine it sounds major. Maybe it isn't. It tends to work pretty well for me. If you make a lo-fi beat from Undertale sounds, that would be cool. I like taking sounds from other things, sounds from whether it be videos or video games or movies or something else, and trying to remix them into beat. Okay, so that's cool. I think I'm just going to use these chords. They're not exactly the chords that person was playing, but it works with those chords, so I'm just going to go ahead and use them. I want to open up Flex first because I really want to get some strings. I think strings would work really well for this. Essential strings. See what we can use. If I can just get some violins, maybe. Oh, let me copy these. I kind of like how those layer together. Just adds a nice strong layer for those piano chords. Maybe not staccato, maybe sustain. Nope, definitely staccato. Let's route these strings into, we'll route them into 11 because the other sample was in 10. So let's route this right into 11. take out about here, a little bit here. Let's add some room reverb. And we have to do the same for this sample. Let's add a little bit of room. That actually sounds really good. I'm trying to make lo-fi, but it's professional. So normal lo-fi isn't professional? I don't know. This kick doesn't seem to be strong enough. Maybe I need to pitch it down. Maybe it's just too trappy. Maybe I need to get a more thumpy kick. There it is. And also, I think what would be really interesting is if I go into Ghosthack's Cinematic Orchestra pack. Let me see where that is. Yeah, here it is, Cinematic Orchestra. And then see if I can find some other sounds that will go along with this well. Like we got guitars, harps, horns, other pianos, strings, stuff like that. And maybe I can stitch those together well. What about these? These could add good supporting layers. This one seems to work right there. That's actually really nice. And then like I can add some effects to those so they're not as like sitting weirdly in the mix. Like I can mix them in and make them sit better with the track that we're working on now. So this can go into 12. Let me route these into 12. I can just route all of them into 12. I'm not really worried about separating them out. They're all gonna get the same effects. Go right into 12, and this one goes 12. They don't have many harmonics, which means that the harmonics that they do have, since the thing is normalized, are going to be really loud. So I'm definitely going to have to turn them down a bit. Let's add some more reverb. Maybe a small room, make it a little tighter. And then what if we did, could I throw halftime on this? I don't know if that would be terribly beneficial, so I won't really throw halftime on that. But I can do other things, such as, what would be a fun thing to do? I could bit crush them, probably. Would that be interesting? Let me pull up Effector and see if I can bit crush these. Just give it a more digital vibe. Chop the second one shot to go with the sample beat, perhaps. It sounds really good that way. I'll do it that way. I'll have it hold, then do 2 chops here, then hold and do 3 chops here. Yeah, I actually really like it with just a little bit of bit crushing because it just gives it a more digital texture on top of all the natural sounds of the strings and piano. But I am going to pull up a different bit crusher called Crush. This is actually a free plugin. This is one of my favorite bit crushers, if not just my overall favorite, because it's very clean with its downsampling. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Could I add something to this? Such as like a chorus maybe? Let me throw a fruity chorus on here. There's also one more thing I want to do, and I think I want to do this to both the strings and the piano, is I want to throw a Humanizer on here. Now, Humanizer is actually, you can just get this if you have FL Studio, because it's a patcher preset. So you open up patcher, and then you go to the presets, and you find the Humanizer. Yeah, and what this will do is this will slightly change the pitch and the volume to make it sound like kind of warbly, like a lot of people will use like tape emulating plugins for this, or like record emulating plugins for this, to try to make the pitch kind of warble around a little bit. You can do this just in Yuli and Humanizer. So I want to turn down the volume variation because I don't want any volume variation, but I do want pitch variation. That's essentially what it does, but I just want it a little bit. And that'll just add a little bit of kind of warble humanization to it. It's found a lot in lo-fi. And I also want to add it to these strings. So let me go into Patcher, and then let's find this Humanizer again. Yeah. Just like that. What kind of guitar stuff do they have in Cinematic Orchestra? Oh. These two sounds actually work really well together. This one has like lo-fi, like what's it called? The ambient? That like vinyl crackle at the end. And then it has this ending hit right here, which maybe I can also use. Let me see. Nah. It's not really powerful enough. Ooh. There there it is, right there. I do also want to try other ones, but that one just works really well. I just have to make sure it lines up with the rest of everything else. Because it's actually kind of a warbly little sample. Yeah, maybe this can go there instead. That's a groove right there. Like that's a line. That's a guitar line. That's really cool. I'll have to route these all into 1. Let's see, these can all go into 13. I'm just kind of working up from 10 here. So all of these can go right into 13. Like this. And let me just put the same effects on them to kind of mix them in. Because there's one thing I know I want to do is I know I want to cut the sub. Like some are more stereo than others and some are recorded a little bit differently, but I actually really like that. There's so much texture that it adds to the track. So let's pull up the same Humanizer in Patcher. Right there, pull up Humanizer. And let's make it warble a little bit. Nice. And now reverb. Beautiful. Let me go into this EQ again. Makes it a little easier to listen to when you pitch down these harmonics right here, or when you just turn them down in the EQ. And now let's add a chorus, fruity chorus right here, maybe before the patcher. And a little bit of compression with this limiter. Let me go to the compressor section. Welcome, welcome. I want it to be a little more stereo, so I'm going to open up this stereo plugin, which is free from Kilohertz, and then I'm going to increase this width. I can't forget that I do want to retain the original Vine quality of this one. I can't lose that in the mix. Okay, cool. And now I think I can add maybe some more hi-hats and stuff. Just showing how much I've missed. Not too much. We're just making beats with the Vine samples I have here. I have this sample right here.
Shut the up.
And then I made this little line. And I added this beat and some other instruments over it. So it all layers together like this. As a matter of fact, what if I do a little compression on this? Maybe an OT2 would be to... I thought it would be a little too much, but maybe it's not. Now it's kind of fighting with the guitar though. So perhaps I want to bring down this guitar a little bit. But now I do want to add an 808. And I think I can just add an 808. Should I just take an 808 from Flex? That could be pretty nice. Let me delete this real quick. So I already kind of got it with the strings. I could add an 808 from Flex. I don't know if I want to though. The Flex 808s can be kind of warbly. I don't know. Maybe I'll just take an 808 sample and then use a sampler. My ideas usually rise an hour later after opening project. Honestly, me too. I'm surprised I was able to come up with something fast. But I feel like that's just because when I use samples, when I take samples from something else, I listen to them and I get the ideas from them. And the song kind of takes itself somewhere. I like to kind of loosen the reins a little bit when I'm working with other samples, because I didn't plan on making something like this when I first opened the project. I thought I was going to make something darker, something more trappy, but it's going into like a chill hip-hop vibe, and I just want to roll with that. I am going to take an 808 from here. I really like this one, 808 E2. This is from the Urban Trap 2 package. That kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to take E2. I may grab A3 and try that one out, but I want to just use this one. So now we know the sample is in E. So all we have to do is go to this section and right click E, and now it is in the correct keys to be on our keyboard. So now let's go into volume. Let's select this envelope mode and create this shape so I can kind of hold and release. It won't release after I lift up the note. It will only release as I'm holding the note. And then we can go into here, select Porto and Mono, so we can, you know, hit different notes with our keyboard and it'll slide around. This is the key to working with 808s, is you start out with the notes a little bit higher, or actually a lot higher than you want them to be. And you find the ones that work. Kind of like that, and then let me copy this, and now let's go into a new pattern, because this was just the strings pattern, and we'll make this the 808 pattern. Let's add another kick here. And now let's copy this and let's place it where the kicks are. Philly is where I shimmy wiggle. I've been to Philly a couple times. I like it. It's a nice place. At least from what I've seen. Let me see if now I can go down. Very loud right now, but I think that generally works, that pattern. Alright, so now I can bring this down a little bit in volume. That's down a little too low. And I'll throw this into 9 just before the other instruments. Here's the thing with the 808s. A lot of people say that you must sidechain your 808 to your kick. I'm trying to get out what I'm saying. You must sidechain your 808, your kick in your 808, but that's not necessarily true. Now you're hearing distortion right now, but mostly that's just from the distortion I put on the kick. If you go in here and you mess with the polarities of your kick and your 808 and you get them to match up, like this way right here, then generally you don't necessarily have to do that sidechain. A lot of times the sidechain will take away from the power of it. If they mix in together well, and as long as you have something on your master making sure that you're not clipping, then you should be pretty fine. Busy 808 pattern. Yeah, it is pretty busy. Yeah, it's true. Although we're making something a little chill. We're not doing super hard heavy trap. If I was doing super hard heavy trap, this 808 would be banging really hard. But gotta shoot, was dope watching. Look forward to hearing the finished product. Thanks. See you later. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think I'm taking out that last kick. And there's another thing I'm hearing with these snares. They're very dry. Just extremely dry snares. So first off, what I think I want to do is I want to take an EQ. And kind of dull them down a little bit. For how long are you making beats in general? Well, I've been doing stuff in FL Studio since I was like 13. So around 7 years, but for hip-hop beats, probably 3 years, something like that. A future video idea is make a video talking about yourself from where you started learning, what you used in first, from free plugin to sounds and loops, etc. I feel like that would make kind of a short video. There isn't much to say, except I started in FL Studio with FL Studio plugins, and then I got Serum, pretty soon after it came out, and I got pretty decent at that. Everything else has kind of come from that, but and now a little bit of verb, just for a little bit of tail. A low size for the room. Let's make it a bright room. And now the next thing I want to do is add a little bit of layer to this snare by just adding some claps. Something like that. Oh, already sounds good. Let's route these claps into 2. And now, what else could we add? What's another good thing to add? Ooh, I found a really nice preset in Flex. It was really cool, and I started messing around with it in a different session because it's just a really pretty music box sound. So let me go into Flex, and let me just search. Would it just be music box? Wait a minute. Just search music in Flex. Music box. Yeah. Wasn't that one? I think it was this one. That one's also really nice, but I want to do this one. The weird thing, I don't even know what key this song is in. What key is this song in? It's in F sharp. At least I'm pretty sure. Well, the chords kind of change up, but I think the root is F sharp. I'll try to make some sort of line that can follow the rest of the song here. And I wanted to mix up the pattern so it's not the same dun, 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 dun. I want to do other things in between. Opened up my project ever since I came in here, and I've literally been staring at your stream. I'll do that every now and then. I'll try to watch people working on YouTube and then work on my stuff at the same time. And I can never focus on what I'm doing. I always have to watch YouTube. Ooh. Thumbnail appreciation. Try to do something like that. Edits will probably be made to that. That is subject to change at this point. But it does sound pretty nice. I am going to do a little bit of EQing. Just to lower this fundamental harmonic a little bit. Bing bong. Pyrex whip a type beat after this beat. I have no idea what kind of beat that is. Forgive my ignorance. And now let's duplicate this. Because I want to make changes to this little bing bong. And then what's the thing for this? Merge pattern clips. Yeah. I hear that all the time. People are super surprised when I don't know the artists that they like. They're like, what? Oh my god. I get that all the time. I'm not as well versed in the industry as far as other artists as a lot of people would think. I should be, but One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Nah. That kind of works. I don't know if that concludes very well. I'll just stick with that. I think that'll sound good. But I do want something coming up kind of at the end here. Like a different instrument. Perhaps I want to do strings again, but I already have strings going on here. Maybe I could do some kind of keyboard or maybe a synth. Synth would be interesting. Let me open up Serum and see if I can make something just like a chill synth. Or maybe I can just go into presets because I forgot that Urban Trap 2 has some presets I can go through. Maybe some sort of lead. No, not that. That's a flute. And I want to do like a synth with wiggles. That, but I want to slide more. Yeah. Ooh. Just something subtle like that to go in the background, just to add accent to that end part. Just to come in right there as an accent. One thing that I think is way underused in beats that I hear people make, or just music in general that people make, is they want to, when they make an instrument, have the instrument play a big long line. It's like, I really like the idea of just taking an instrument and having it come in for just a moment, for just a brief thing, to do just a little lick and then fade out. Like I can add some reverb on this and it'll sound just really nice coming in right there. People feel like they have to make a sound and push it throughout almost the entire track. You don't have to. Can you make a hard trap beat after this? That'd be fun. I think I can make a hard trap beat because I have other samples that I can use. I completely forgot about these other Vine samples right here.
Hey, my dudes.
The cheese of truth.
And maybe I can incorporate these into this beat before we finish up here, but I do want to move on to make other beats as well, because I don't want this to be just this one. A little bit of chorus. I like how this sounds. Crash cymbals are underused. Yeah, I think that I would agree. In this track as well, maybe some crash cymbals can be used, because I have to add hi-hats and cymbals to this. So Urban Trap 2 has some cymbals here. Do I want to go trappy cymbals like that? Or do I want to go crashes? Like, because I could go with that. I think I will use this. Then layer with this. Maybe this can be pitched down a little bit. Now maybe not this cymbal. Maybe I'll take a cymbal from a different place that has like a bigger, longer cymbal that is not used in hip hop or trap too much. So let me go into the Platinum Producer bundle, because there should be some cymbals in here. We're doing a little bit of limiting here. So I'm just going to turn my volume down a bit. Let me know if I need to turn my mic up. But big old shimmy wiggle on that cymbal. I don't know what you mean. I don't. I really don't. I can go along with the bit, but I need this cymbal to last longer. Yeah, like that. And now let's go hi-hats, not from here, but back to the Urban Trap. I don't think I need to do any crazy hi-hat patterns. This isn't a super energetic beat, so we're just going to go into the one-shots. One day I will understand. This one actually sounds kind of like a hi-hat closing, so I'll probably use this. And just create something really simple to start out and then add variation. Just something to keep the groove. Video idea, can you make a beat in 5 minutes? That'd be cool. Suburban Trap Hat, bro. Suburban Trap Hat. I don't think I have that. Did I place 2 hi-hats down somewhere here? Ah, yeah. Right there. And it does a little roll. But it does a triple roll. So we'll go into 6-beat and do one of these. Yeah, exactly like that. Do I play by ear or do I play? Mostly by ear. I took 4 years of piano way back, but I don't remember most of it. It just taught me basic music theory and chords, and I have a MIDI keyboard here that I sometimes mess around with, but for the most part, it's just by ear. And then I can go back into just line here to do a four, what do you call it? A 4 pattern. Just for that last bit. Yeah, I'd expect it's like that. Throw some shimmy on the beat. And now let me take some open hi-hats. This one's my favorite. Ooh. Now, because the close hi-hats are panned a little to the right, I'm just going to pan the open hi-hat a little to the left. So let's see how this kind of flows. I like it. And now the last thing I'm going to do here, I think, is add some snares, just some ghost snares, something that's not super trappy, but I think this would work good. Just like that. Just like that. And I think I like this. I think I like where this beat came and where this beat went and where it has gone and where it will remain. I've been working on it for quite a while, actually, longer than I thought I did. So I'm going to move on to another beat. So let me just save this just to my desktop. I don't really care about this right now. So let's call it stream beats. Yes. Is music your full-time job? Yes, it is. Sound design, music production, video production, all that jazz. Is there a video on how you created a Ghosthack drum kit? Which one? I've made a lot of drum kits. Okay, let's move on. Where are my other samples? There they are.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, I can definitely use this at the end. So it's just so it starts like this.
Shut up.
And that's a good conclusion to that beat.
Shut up.
And now there's this one.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
The cheese of truth.
And now I want to do something darker, something more trappy and less chill. So I think I'm going to take all of these mixer tracks and actually just shove them to the side because I'm not going to use them anymore. So all of these will go, yeah, all the way over here. There's some lag time on my screen, but they will start at 40. And then I have all these empty spaces.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I don't know how I want to go about this other than the fact that I just know that I want to use the rest of the samples. So I will move these over to the side, over here, because that's done. And now I'll take these. So if I'm going to do something dark and trappy, I'm just going to go ahead and start with the drums. I want to do it faster though. Not at 140. I want to go up to something like 160. So let me go up here and just... Okay, it didn't ask me to restretch the samples. Oh.
Shut the.
I already forgot about that last bit. But actually that sounds pretty tight when it's fast. But I want this to be faster, darker trap. Faster, darker, and trappier. So we'll take trap kick. Nice thumpy kick. And then trap snare. Where you at? There's trap snare. And then I have to... Oh, wait. I already did one like that. So I have to make unique. So this can go into 2. Because this kick is going to go into 1. Then we'll throw together something hard. Remember Idaho. And then where's my, there's one here. Yeah, I like this one. Like that. We'll do the classic beat right here. Like that. There it is. And then like that. All right, so we're doing something hard. Where should we go with this? Let me get these samples and move these over.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
If I sample just part of this, could I make it a an instrument? I'm getting way too many ideas. I'm getting way too many ideas just from this. Let me move this over. I'm already hearing some kind of sound effect. I automatically want to do the thirds thing that I did before. I'm not going to, but the one that's like, or no, not that. It's like, but I'm not gonna do that. I've already done that. I don't think I'm gonna use that unless it's a sound effect. Just to start out the track, I'm not gonna use that as an actual instrument, but I want to somehow create an instrument. How can I create an instrument with these samples? I have to figure that part out. I already know I'm going to use that as kind of like a weird percussion fill thing.
The cheese of truth. Cheese of truth.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
None of these really have tone to them.
It is Wednesday, my...
Unless I go like this.
Dudes.
I'd have to chop it up into real small pieces, which could be done. I could do that in theory. Especially in this area right here. Actually, that doesn't have a bad tone. So I think if I just go like this, and then take an Edison, and then record this. Oh, didn't mean to do that. And now I go like this. I can take one of these. Okay, I already got sort of an idea for some kind of melody that I can back up with other things as well. But let me create a new pattern. And let's drop this right into here. New sampler. Oh, I just realized I'm doing the 3 beat again. Oh no. But maybe we can just go with it. I can take this take this out now. I don't need that little beat anymore. Maybe I can stretch this out. Or maybe I just need to find the key. What key is this in? What the heck is this key? Let me pitch it. Yeah, so just two semitones up should fix it. It's not perfect, maybe a little bit higher. That's a little too high. It's hard to get this thing exact. I'm just listening by ear. Maybe I want it lower, maybe in G. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Wednesday.exe has stopped working. Hey, how's it going, guys? This is going to go into 10. I'm just going to go ahead and route this into 10. And let's see what we can do. Oh, I forgot to take this snare and throw it into 3. So let's pull up a reverb. I already love this. This is great. And now we'll take some sort of, we'll open Crush again, the Bit Crusher. Free Bit Crusher, good stuff. Didn't see that coming. Nope. Bat, 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 bat. I don't think it would sound very good if we did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe for change up, for switch ups. Just as a placeholder, let me see if I can get a hi-hat loops, just so I can hear what we're doing here. What is this in 160? Let's stretch this out a little bit. Just so we can hear what's going on and how it would sound. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, I want some brass hits here. Where can I get some brass? Hybrid Trap Essentials could probably have brass. So let me make sure. I think it's just called this right here. But this is from Hybrid Trap Essentials. Jackie vibes, yeah, kind of. Maybe we might go with something like that. I also want to go back into maybe dip back into this Cinematic Essentials, or not Cinematic Essentials, Cinematic Orchestra, and see if they have some brass hits that I can use, some horns. What key did I say this was in? It's in G. I don't know if they'll have any good ones in G. They do have this one, which has some good variations. And since it's in A, all we have to do is pitch it down 2 semitones. See if we can just take this hard one. I just want that hit. And then we can add, what is this, generic? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it really needed. Reverse horns. Yeah, reverse horns sound really good. This one's a little bright. Yeah, I'm just going to do without that one. Maybe we can choose a different hit to go there. Dun, 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 dun. I need something to hit right there. This is an A minor, but it's sort of the same thing. Like maybe I can pitch this down a couple of semitones. Ooh. It's kind of interesting. That could be a useful little spot. If I just scoot this over and then add generic. Happy accidents. That's me making music, man. That's how I aspire to make music, is happy accidents. Just like that. Maybe I can use that. Maybe if that, let's see if that works with the melody. It does work with the melody. So we'll route these into which 11. We'll route these into 11. So all these will go through 11, and then we'll mix the brass in a little bit with the other sound. Yeah, right into 11. Let's add the EQ. Let's make sure to cut the sub. I'm going to control these frequencies because they're very loud. A little bit of verb. They already have verb. Yeah, they already have verb. I'm not going to add more verb. Could I add a little bit of bit crushing, though? I don't know. I've added bit crushing to so much here, but it sounds so good. What program am I using to stream? OBS. Very reliable. Yeah, let's see if I can't use halftime as well. Oh, that's deep. I think it adds a nice layer though, just to make it even deeper. So I'm not taking that out. Okay, so we did use It's Wednesday, my dudes. I do want to make sure that we use these other vines in here as well.
The cheese of truth. 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 The cheese of truth.
Maybe we can just mix those in as straight up vocals, but I know I want to use this. Right there, just as like a singular hit with like reverb as an effect. That rat scare. So let's, I don't think I want to use these vocals.
Is it real? Is it real?
I may, but I doubt it. Really want to use that. So I'm actually going to go in and record this sample. And then just go like this. And then we can fade out. And now let's drag this in here as its own little thing. And let's use this. Just those two. Yeah, I want to make sure that I don't have to incorporate too many things and like have it forced. I just chose a small amount of little vine samples. The truth. Chop everything else and he says the truth. That could actually work out pretty good. But right now what I want to do with this is I want to route this into its own thing and then EQ it first off because there's too much low end. So this goes into 12. Maybe I could use this as like a shaker. Shakers aren't really used in hard trap that much. I just want to add a ton of delay and reverb to this. What the hell? There we go. Ping pong. Let's add the cutoff here, bandpass. And then reverb. I could pitch it up, however, it's hard to hear what the sample itself is. I kind of like how that sounds, just drown it in reverb here. See if we can line it up with the beat though. If we do some of this so it starts out right on the beat. And then we can stretch it out to hit right here. Let me see if I can line it up correctly. A little bit further. That'll add a good like ambient layer. And then after that,
Truth. The cheese of truth. The cheese of truth. Of truth. Truth. Of truth.
what I want to add as far as instruments, because I've been listening to the same instruments over and over, I want to add something different. Maybe some sort of arpeggio thing. That could be fun. Let me see. I'm going to open up Flex again because Flex has such cool instruments. Maybe I wish there was a way I can randomize my presets that I choose. I can say just select random preset. But, like if I can find some cool stuff here. Uh-oh, using a little bit of CPU here. Probably just because I'm streaming. But let me go 48. That's fine. And then audio. Oh, yeah, I'm on the lowest buffer size ever. So let's raise this up. Maybe I could use a bell. Let me go into the tags and just find the bells. So, wait a minute, no, bell. It's a little messy. Let me see. Oh, there's the music box ones. I'm not going to use it again. It sounds good, but... It just sounds so pretty. That's a different version of the bell. I might use that. Ooh. Take this up an octave, maybe. Sounds cool, but I'll go with the
truth,
music box for right now, just to create that little melody. Dark scratchy bass with a bit of crush. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a really thick and heavy bass line. I just want to make sure that these bells come out clear. So I'm going to copy this, delete it, and then add it to a new pattern. That doesn't sound good. You gotta come out clean. I know I was just using this as a placeholder, but it doesn't sound half bad, and I really just want to limit this a little bit. Oh, I routed it to the wrong one. I have to route this into 4. They can be panned a little bit so they're not as messy and not interfering with the vocal chop. So let's go into the pan. Yeah. This gives them a little more space in the mix. So if things are kind of sitting together in the stereo spectrum, like I'm hearing the vocal and the bell sitting in the stereo spectrum and in the frequency spectrum kind of in the same place. So to separate them out, I can use stereo. And since I took out a lot of the reverb from the original patch, I'll add a little bit here. Also, this kick needs to be stronger, so fast distortion. A little bit of that. Sounds gross on its own, but in the mix, it'll help a lot.
of truth, truth, truth.
It definitely needs an 808 though, so we're going to work on the 808 next. Boom, boom, boom. Nice heavy, something really hard. So let's go back into the Urban Trap and find an 808. One shots, 808s. I'm gonna add more distortion to these manually, because when these were made, it was like I don't want to go too over the top with the distortion, and then someone not be able to pull it back. I'd rather go a little less with the distortion than I should, so somebody can add their own. So let's go E3, and let's change this envelope here, so we go like this, so we can play it. mouse clicking ASMR type beat. And then we make sure to do the porto and mono so we can do the slides. And now, what should this be routed into? Let's see, what channels do we have open? Channel 5 we do. Let's go right into 5. Sounds nice. And now let's pull up fast distortion. And then pull up, you know what I'm gonna pull up, a bit crusher, but I'm gonna do it with effector. Do you think you'll ever try making melodic rhythm or color bass? Well, I'm not exactly sure what color bass is, but melodic rhythm sounds fun. So let's make a little 808 pattern. I think it needs to start. What in the world? Oh, okay. Unsorted. We gotta start high. Oh wait, it's panned a little bit. I forgot I gotta unpan the note. Oh wait, these are a little bit short. I have to make sure that they go all the way to the line. Then I'll put another kick there. So I can kind of slide these notes around. You can't really hear it because it's so short because it's high up. Let me take this down. Oh, it's still a little too high. Yeah, it's gonna do that. But even higher like that. Whoa. A little too low. It might just be a short 808. I would like you to get away with more distortion, please. More distortion may happen. Maybe I'll just have to go like this. There it is. I'm gonna have to make sure this is EQ'd properly though, because it's very easy for it to get too messy. What do I think of mixing in mono? I think it's important to listen to your mixes in mono, like if I were to just go like this. I could hear things a little better if it was coming, like I could hear how it would sound if it was coming through a system that was mono, like just a single speaker, or like some car stereos are in mono if you have a really crappy car stereo, you know what I'm saying? Just different things like that. So it's definitely good for reference. I don't recommend mixing everything in mono because you have to take stereo spectrum into account, but it is important. Gotta shorten this kick up. I don't know about this. That note right there. Might just go back to the G. And then I know what other instrument I do need is like a rolling bass, which I think I can get from Serum, or should I get it from a different place? I'll get it from Serum, whatever. Vocoding dubstep basses with chords to make some really crazy stuff. I feel like that would just be like a weird kind of future bass. Here we are. Rolling bass. I can also do a thing though where it does that. So slowly, just over time, it just... Maybe over the length of 4 bars. Just kind of does that. And now we can... What if I just straight up copy the pattern from the 808? If I just say this, copy, paste. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, it's too high. Oh, this is also too high. That could sound nasty. Let me go ahead and route this into 6. No, wait. Let's route this into what channel haven't I used yet? 14. Yeah, let's route this into 14. And now let's cut the sub. I actually have a better idea. Let me go into Serum, and I can go into the saw wave, and oh wait, maybe that's not a good idea. Let me try it. Nah, it's a good idea. So I can take away the fundamental. So the lowest frequency in that saw wave is automatically taken away. And now I can add a little bit of a fruity chorus. And then more distortion with the maybe a little bit of soft clipping. Nah, not soft clipper. It's too subtle. I need to go right into the fast distortion. And this will add distortion on top of the 808. We just have to make sure that it's EQ'd at the very end of the chain to not interfere with this 808. So let's play the 808 and this together. Seems to blend together pretty well. And now let's play the rest. That just makes it a little dirtier, and I like it. Actually, a lot dirtier. I like it a lot. So let's go ahead, new pattern, and place that right there. And that's going to be our bass. And now let's stretch this out twice the length. And now I want to change up the kick pattern and 808 pattern a little bit. I want it to have a triple hit. Bum, bum, bum. And then have a kind of a wind up here with these kicks. Now that means that I have to make sure these are on transient, or no, not generic, transient. So we can go just like that. A long time watcher, first time stream watcher. Well, welcome to the stream. So now I can change the 808s to fit that pattern. So I'm just going to duplicate, let's see, is this the, yeah, that's the rolling bass. So right now I just want to work with the 808. And then I'll merge these together. So merge pattern clips. How's it possible that there's Vine samples in there? This vocal right here is a vocal from It Is Wednesday, My Dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I just took a snippet of his scream and made that. Then I have this right here, which is from that one Vine. Let's see, where is it? Where the lady got scared by the fake rat. And I just added a bunch of reverb. And then I'm going to add things from this sample.
The cheese of truth.
And I'm going to take truth.
Truth.
And I'm going to incorporate this into the track as well. But I have to change up this 808 sample right here. And I want to just have a little break right here where there's no 808. Should I do an A? No, an A sharp. Do I have a favorite key to make tracks in? Depends on the kind of track. If I'm making an EDM track, I never really go lower than D. D sharp is usually the lowest that I go. Anywhere from D sharp to G is where sub bass tends to resonate pretty well, so I like it in there. And it still needs crash cymbal, so I'm going to go into, there's this one pack here straight from the track kit, which is it was just free off the internet forever ago, but there's one specific crash cymbal. This one, which is actually found. You can also get this in Marshmello's Alone, the samples from like the stems from his song when he was doing the remix competition. You can also find this this crash, I believe. Yeah, I want to add another brass hit right here. And then there needs to be like drum fills, like snare fills in here as well, which I can definitely get from Urban Trap 2 because there is, under the loops, there is some drum fills here. I don't know which one of these will work best, but I want to try them out because it's fun to stretch these around and use them. They're super useful. Just to use in those areas right there. Maybe that'll work a little better. This is one of my favorites, actually. I think that's a little fast. What if I slowed this down a ton? It adds just a nice layer, just a nice subtle layer of texture and Foley, but I feel like there's a different one in here I could use. I still really like this one. What if we slow this one down twice? I just want to see which ones work well. Ooh. Use halftime for a switch up. Halftime is great, yeah. What would happen if... I don't think halftime would sound very good on this. Let me see. Yeah, not really. Yeah, no. I could make a change to this if I make it unique, and then just add the fifth layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and then just make these not as loud. ARP switch up as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, and adding halftime to this ARP. Also, I just want to try this out before we make that switch up. I don't know how well that's going to work, but the textures I get from that are awesome. I don't think it makes much difference at all, at least to the point where when I mix it in, it doesn't make too much difference, but I will still make this switch up. So we can, let me just merge these pattern clips. Don't know what exactly I should do for it. Perhaps I should do this. And then just scoot these over. Will that work? Yeah, it kind of does. I'm just going to alternate these. So first we get this one. And then we get this one. This ARP is so busy though, because it has those double hits. I hate to change up the sound, but I think I have to change up the sound. I have to change it to something else. So I think I know of the sound I can use in Harmor. Not this one. Yeah. It's a little more manageable. I just got to make sure when I do those fills that it isn't... See, also, how did you move VSTs up and down within an insert without having to right-click and choose an option? Yeah, you just hover your mouse over it and you use the scroll bar. Like that. Fills sounded better fast. Yeah, I can do some fills. Let's see. Oh yeah, someone already answered it. I do need one little layer for the snare, which I know exactly what I want. I just want it to be a little ding layer. Like if I go into, no. Effects? No, what was it? Perks. This. I want this to just layer in. Except obviously mix it in a little better. Trim it up. And it'll add a little more high frequencies to the snare.
Truth.
I don't know how I want to go about using this
Truth.
sample, but if it's going to sound really funny if we just throw it in. Well, you aren't really going to be able to hear it. But... What is this routed into? 12? Yeah, what if we routed this into 12? And just said... Maybe we can not do this one and do this one instead. Little ding, yep. Gotta go, you're gonna upload the results later. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Actually, this doesn't sound as bad as I thought it would. So I am going to go back and take a different fill, a fast one. Nah. Maybe this one. And then make sure it's fast. Then maybe pan it. While these are panned a little bit to the right. Just to add a little more space in there. Okay, what else could I add? What's something that it's missing? I think we're just about good here as far as this beat goes. I think that there is a slap in this that I think I could use. Ooh. Yeah, that could be used as a nice sample. So I can just make this unique and then maybe turn this down a little bit. Just a little percussion effect there. Play a lead with the MIDI keyboard. I don't know if a lead with the MIDI keyboard would work very well over the vocal, but maybe some sort of lead could work. I actually really like this. I thought I wouldn't, but it acts almost like a chant. I could add some sort of lead, just a super subtle, like a sine wave sounding lead in the top register with a lot of reverb. If I change this to analog, just sine wave. And then I go mono legato, a little bit slide. And then just reverb it out. And then with a nice lush delay. And then maybe I could have vibrato fade in. Like I start here, and then I have some vibrato just come in. So LFO1 is going to be routed into the coarse pitch, I guess. Not nearly that much. And then speed it up. Sounds like a ghost. And then for the aux source, I'll select LFO2, and LFO2 will just slide up. So now as soon as I hit a note, it doesn't have vibrato, and then as I hold it down, it fades in, which is a pretty cool effect. How long have we been going here? Yeah, a little over 2 hours, so we shouldn't have too much longer in this stream. This is definitely useful. I really want to use this little pattern right here where it goes that I just played. But I don't know exactly how. It's a little fast right now. I do want it to be faster. And of course I want it to slide. Actually, maybe I don't want it to slide, because then the vibrato doesn't start over. I just want to make sure that I have a little bit of a fade in. And a little bit of a release. I don't think it'll work if I just do it there. Watch this live, and I wonder if I will not let go of Ableton for FL Studio. If you will not let go of... I don't know. Ableton's a really good DAW. I've found that Ableton and FL Studio are my two favorite DAWs. Maybe something like that. I also have used Reason. Reason is pretty nice. And then we can merge pattern clips. Ooh. You have to mix it together, but this can go into 15. Ooh, I'm actually liking this. Makes it nice and spooky. And then this should be pretty smooth if it were to transition into kind of the same thing over again. Hopefully this melody will keep it smooth. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Okay. Is there anything else? What do you guys think? What should I add? What would be good thing to add or to edit? Other good instruments to add to this beat, because we made this one and we made this one, which is going to be a lot faster than it originally was.
Shut the up.
But I completely I always forget about that last bit. What if we had an explosion sound effect? That could be kind of interesting. What if where would I get that? Could I just get that in FL Studio samples? More bashes to break up the beat? What do you mean by bashes? Yeah, the second one actually turned out pretty tight. But sound effects. I don't know if these would work very well, but I can kind of EQ them here in this audio editor. And then maybe take this out a little bit. Looks kind of funny. I want to make sure there's not too much bass in here. And then do that right there. So we have a little explosion. New similar drum pattern for variants. How do you mean? I think the tempo is a little bit fast. It is fast. It's nice and fast and tight. If I change it to 150 maybe. I don't know. I kind of liked it fast. Yeah, I'll change it to 155. If you were talking about the speed for this right here, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be this fast at all. This was supposed to be 140, but this right here. Is Edison's EQ a linear EQ? I am actually not sure about Edison's EQ. It's really strange, but I like how you're able to just draw in whatever the heck you want. I think it does a really good job of EQing if I do say so myself. Copy this whole pattern and space it out the main drums in a different pattern. Space out more rolls. Yeah, more like drum fills would be interesting. I did add a little extra drum hit here. Maybe I could just do some slight change-ups with the kick. Which would mean I would have to edit this. That sounds kind of cool. I already have this hi-hat pattern coming in. Basic kick and snare switch up, yeah. Because I have this happening right here. Let me see. I think those kind of switch themselves up pretty good, but I gotta be careful to make sure these don't get messy. There we go. Oh, I forgot about this. Continuing that, I have to make sure that this kind of follows the 808. So I'm gonna go in here and copy this 808 pattern. And then make sure that it transfers over into these, into this part right here. Ooh. So D. cool. Maybe I'm basic, but I think it sounds good as is. I don't know. I don't want to. I kind of agree with you, actually. I don't want to throw too much in there. I don't want to make it too complex. Truth. Less busy when the lead is in. Remove more of the growth. Less busy with. So when the lead comes in, it has to be less things. That almost makes me want to take away this harmony. But I like how it sounds in this first bit. So I think I'm just going to take away the harmony in this. This isn't my favorite trap beat that I've ever made. I think I've made a lot of better ones in the past, but for what I did, I don't think this turned out half bad. Like, this isn't unusable. I think this is pretty cool. And then that could also come from making a little more room here. Making it not super overpowering. Overall, I think that turned out pretty good though. So I just want to go back and play this as it was before, which was at 140, I believe. It's probably going to sound kind of slow, but
Shut the up.
I forgot about it again. But out of both of these beats, I think I like this one better. But this one didn't turn out half bad. I still think it should clearly say the truth. That is going to be very difficult to mix that in. Other than just turning up. Like, if I could just turn it up, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to be very hard to make a vocal extremely clear through this if it isn't a vocal such as like if someone was trying to rap over this, then that's clearly front and center. But to just have one front and center vocal up right now, and just like up just in one moment, just to go truth right up in front of the mic like a normal vocalist would, and then have nothing else happen, is going to be really tricky. Because it's just so loud that it sounds out of place. I think it almost works better like this one. Just as almost like a chant that you don't really know, it just fills out that space. And again, this is at like 155, I think I had it. And also, it's not like he's saying truth ominously. You know, he's just saying the cheese of truth. It's like, it's going to sound really cheesy if I make it super loud. It's not like someone going, behold the truth, or something like that. Like, it wouldn't be exactly the same. So I think I'm going to leave it as is. But those are the beats that we made. Pretty happy with the work that we did today. It was fun. And that's the important part, isn't it? That's the first rule, is to have fun. Kind of. really do actually like this in the fast tempo as well. Maybe both of them would be better at like 150 or something like that. But I like how it went. I like how it went. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see. Rock on, man. Vine wiggles with shims added. You could add the shims after the wiggles. So I will say I did not expect to use default FL Studio sound effects in this track. That is one thing I did not anticipate at all because I haven't used these in so long. Unless it's this one. That one. Unless it's this one. Because that's a really nice splash for making things sound big. But that was definitely a surprise to me. Let me save the project. And we're good. We're good. Making beats out of Vine samples. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you sticking around. A lot of you are probably in and out. This was a generally long live stream. How long was I live streaming? Yeah, for like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So a lot of you were probably in and out. I know there's some people in here that that stuck around for quite a while, but I still appreciate you guys.